start talking all about my new exciting thing that I'm doing in my music room this year, and that is early finisher drawers. So early finisher drawers, I got it from one of my colleagues who teaches regular classroom about what she does with early finishers. So early finisher drawers are essentially drawers of activities where students can go when they finish something that they were working on. Now you might be wondering why I'm doing this in my music room, and that's because I do quite a bit of group work in my classroom. So I will have groups that finish earlier than others. So I wanted something where when a group is finished, but I still have groups that need other time, that they can go and get something else to work on. Last year, I just kind of had like buckets of like extra papers and copies like that. Or I would tell kids to go grab a book off my bookshelf, or I would just give them scrap paper to doodle on. But I wanted to find something this year that was had more musical value than just doodling or grabbing a book. So that is why I came up with the idea of early finisher drawers. At first, I was going to do like early finisher folders or like packets in their do-a-tangs, which I know is pretty popular among regular general ed classrooms. But I got thinking about my students, and there would be some students who would get those activities done in no time, and then there would be other students who would never really get them even started. And I also thought about the realistic part of it for me is that I would be spending my summer finding and creating and making these packets, whereas if I do the drawers, I can kind of do them like a few resources at a time, a few assignments at a time. So things that I'm putting in the drawers, and in a couple minutes I'll show you exactly what is in my drawers for the beginning of the year, are things like coloring sheets, word searches, music math problems, eventually I'll put like composition, fill in the measure, write me a measure of music, things like that. With my older students, I plan at some point to throw in like the card games, things that go with that, things that we've done in class before. So come the end of the school year or the middle of the school year, I might throw in my steady beat movement cards and have kids be able to do those. I just look for things that the students can do independently that they can go to right away. So that I don't have to be having the question of what do I do now? I'm finished, what's next? That they can just go, I'll just train them to go and check the early finisher drawers. My plan is that won't always get changed at the same time, because sometimes like at the beginning of the year, we do a lot of whole group instruction, so I don't need them as often. Whereas when it comes to closer to like report card writing season and report card time, I do less whole group instruction and more group work so that I can do assessment. So that would be a time that I might need to use the drawers more often. But I already have them stacked with stuff so that they're ready to go because we are doing some group things at the beginning of the year. So I will give you a little tour of what my drawers look like, how I have them set up right away here, and then we'll come back to chat about a few other things to consider about those early finisher drawers. All right, so I have my drawers on like my shelf under my books because the students we're used to going and grabbing books from the drawers. And then these are Sterilite drawers that I just got off of Facebook Marketplace to use for them. So I have 2 drawers for each grade level, as you can see. And my plan is that one will kind of be a rhythm thing and the other will be a solfege thing, or one will be like a rhythm thing and then the other will be something that's maybe more fun. My students are going to know that they need to go to this set of drawers first. That's drawer 1. And if they've done the activity in drawer 2 or drawer 1, then they go to drawer 2. So here, just a quick show you what's in them. So the grade 1 and 2 activity for the beginning of the year is this color by code, and it's based on the sounds because that's how we start with teaching rhythm. So for instance, they just need a blue crayon and an orange crayon. So marker, they're going to color orange. Scissors, orange. Paint, blue. Pen, blue. Globe, blue. School, blue. So they'll color those in the 1 and 2 sounds. So that's activity 1 for grade 1, 2. And then 3, 4 is essentially the same thing, but with different rhythms. Sarah's going to be learning 16th note, and they also get to choose what color they color the activity in. So they'll choose what color they're going to color the 1 sound words, 2, 3, 4. And then it's essentially the same thing. I am all about not reinventing the wheel 17 times. grade 5 and grade 5, 6 is rhythm, math, adding beats. This is something that we spent quite a bit of time on last year, so I figured they should be able to do this independently. So essentially they just add the beats with the rhythms, 10 questions. These are in my Teacher Pay Teacher store. I will link them below. The other things are not yet in my Teacher Pay Teacher store, but if you join my email list, you'll be able to get them as a freebie. So that's drawer set 1, and you kind of saw that it was mostly rhythm. So in drawer set 2, grade 1, 2 is solfege. So again, it's a coloring activity. So all of the word so's, they're going to color red. All of the word me, yellow. The hand sign for me will be orange, and the hand sign will be brown. I did this one not in a back to school theme because I figured it would then last me a little bit longer. And that's also why it's in the second set of drawers, because the rhythm one will be easier at the beginning of the year than this one. Grade 3, again, I didn't reinvent the wheel. I did the same type of thing, but then I added law in there because 3s and 4s will know law. So again, it's very similar activity, pretty much the same, just with a different concept. And grade 5's got a composer word search, just as something different that they can do, because I just didn't feel like giving them a coloring activity this time, so they got a word search instead. All right, so those are the things in my early finisher drawers. As you saw, and as I said, I did not want to like stress about what I was going to put in those and reinvent the wheel to make sure that each group had something different. That was just not realistic to me, so I just differentiated the activity so that the students would have something different depending on the grade, but it wasn't a whole bunch of work for me to make. I also wanted things that the students could do independently. So that's why at the beginning of the year, you likely looked at what I chose for grade 3 and grade 4, and they were a little easy. The grade 1 and the grade 2 will need some pre-teaching, but I'm hoping that my grade 2s, they should be easy for my grade 2s so that they can help the grade 1s. And same with the grade 5s, that rhythm, math will be easy, and then it's just a word search that was put in there. I am also, as one little hack, I'm going to put a sticky note on the last page, and that essentially says, this is the last page, bring to Miss Jayna to get more copies. So then hopefully I don't have a whole bunch of like missing copies, having to find them, and then I can just go copy them quickly. But that is what I have for early furniture drawers. I will keep you posted on how they go and instances of when I use them over on my Instagram page. So go make sure you check that out. It's at Miss Jayna's Music. And that is all for today. So until next time, I will see you later. Bye.